Hello, everyone. Named Jaleesa, JJ Movie TV Such Game Reviews, everybody. Right now, I want to give my top 30 TV shows of all time. Now, here's the thing. These are current TV shows. These are past TV shows. But here's the thing. I'm not including like I Love Lucy, like the old timeless characters, Three's Company, Who's the Boss, all the old ones. Since my childhood, since 1992, since I was born to this time. And overall, there's a lot of TV shows. I'm not including family drama like Modern Family, My Wife and Kids, George Lopez, that kept its own separate video, along with cop shows like Law and Order, CSI, CSI Miami, all that stuff. So, yeah, let's start off with the top 30. Number 30 is none other than a new show, Marvel's Agent Carter. Hayley Atwell did such a great job, and her character was so great in Captain America the First Avenger. They had to get her own TV show. Peggy Carter. Here's the name. This is right after World War II setting. Basically, Peggy Carter is a woman who's basically an agent, and she's not getting the recognition she deserves. Everyone believes she's a secretary. Oh, go make lunches for us, sweetheart. You're a pretty thing, but you don't do so well out in the field. Hey, you should probably see this. This is not for women. And I just love the finesse of this TV show. This show has brings so much opportunity to Marvel Cinematic Universe. We get the original Jarvis, the one that Tony Stark talked to in his head. We get the original Jarvis in this one. Howard Stark's in this. It's a great show to just watch, and I just love the culture during the time after World War II, and yeah, the style, the music, and I just loved it all. So yeah, Agent Carter, my 30th favorite TV show right now. Number 29. Hang on, everyone. I have it written down. Yes, I have it written down. Sue me. Oh yeah, number 29 is other than Boss. If you don't know what Boss is, this is based off Kelsey Grammer. He is the Chicago mayor, and since I'm from Chicago, I had to see the show. It's about politicians in Chicago, how this one mayor is losing his mind, and basically how he's trying to keep a struggle and he's trying to keep a grip upon his empire, and he doesn't want it to go away. We see backroom politics and all the stuff, how politics work, how campaigning works, and I just greatly enjoyed the show. I especially love Kelsey Grammer, his relationship with his family in this show, and yeah, The Boss. Great TV show. Sad to say, it only lasted 2 seasons, so it doesn't have a complete ending, so it ain't gonna get any higher. But number 29, The Boss. Number 28 is Marvel's Netflix Daredevil. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Daredevil. Read the comics. Daredevil's in my top 5 favorite superheroes of all time. He's number 5. Watched the director's cut of Daredevil, Ben Affleck. That's a great film. I don't know what people say about it. I love that film. I love the Netflix show. I think it's awesome. I love the guy that played Wilson Fisk, even though I was skeptical at first. He's great. He won me over. I love the guy that plays Daredevil. I like a lot of cast, except only 2 things I did not like. They killed 2 certain characters really early on that I did not enjoy, but overall, it's great. It's great action packed, great storytelling. Get the backstories of both Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk, and I just enjoyed it. I love Daredevil. It's a great show. Number 28. Number 27 is American Horror Story. Now, here's the thing with American Horror Story. I'm not a guy that gets into jump scares. I'm not a guy that likes scary shit. But if you want to see good scary shit with great storytelling, it's American Horror Story. They get 4 different. They have right now 5 different seasons, different combinations. I love Murder House, enjoyed Coven, love Freak Show. Not a big fan of I don't love Coven. I'm okay with Coven. I love Asylum. I really do enjoy Asylum, and I haven't seen Hotel, but they're just great jump scares, great storytelling. Everything all connects, and I love that about American Horror Story. It's not a typical slasher, films. It's just a great storytelling of TV, in my opinion, of horror, and I love it. Number 27 is American Horror Story. 26 is The Tudors. This is based off Henry VIII. This was on Showtime. It ran 4 seasons. It's about Henry VIII and how he was switching from Lutherans to Catholic, Lutherans, Catholic, and Protestants, and all that stuff. His reign, how he had multiple wives, 6 wives, how he beheaded 2 of them, and it's just ran on for 4 seasons. If you're a big fan of Game of Thrones, Natalie Dormer's in this show, and she's great as Anne Boleyn. And here's the thing. The reason why it's not higher is because Henry VIII, to me, is probably one of the most evilest men in history. In my personal opinion, he's right up there, right next to Hitler and all that stuff. Not just what he did with his wives, but what he did to his subjects, about switching to Catholic and Protestant, and how he burned them, tortured them, and staked them. I mean, it's just horrible what him and his reign did to his people. And I enjoyed the Tudors just when certain characters are gone. And when Henry VIII, the main character, I'm just like, I just want you to die painfully. But overall, I just love Tudors. It's a great historical show. Not the most accurate like all historical shows, but it has some historical accuracy to it. And if anything, Tutors I greatly enjoyed. It's number 26 on people. Okay, 25 is the only time on this list. It's turning to Stargate SG-1 and Star Trek Next Generation. Here's the thing. Star Trek SG-1 was one of my TV shows that I just got into, and I just greatly enjoyed into it. It was one of my childhood shows. I love Stargate. I've always been a big Stargate fan. I think I like Stargate franchise more than Star Trek and Star Wars in some cases because I just love the universe of what they told for its short budget of a TV show, and I thought it was phenomenal. I greatly enjoy Stargate SG-1 and Star Trek Next Generation. I did not finish. I'm on 3 seasons only, and I just absolutely love the cast. I love Patrick Stewart, and I love every single moment of so far Next Generation. And yeah, so right now it's 25. Some of my two favorite sci-fi shows: Stargate SG-1 and Star Trek Next Generation. Check them out. Now going to number 24 is our Battlestar Galactica. Again, sci-fi. Me, obviously. Battlestar Galactica. This is a great show. Ran for 4 seasons. I love the first 3 seasons. 4th season, for the most part, was great, and I hated the fucking ending. The ending ruined the show for me. I fucking hate the ending. I could go on a whole rant why I hate the ending. Here's the thing. Basically, humans created machines called Cylons. The Cylons attacked them, and basically the human race is nearly wiped out, and now the people of Battlestar Galactica, the last remaining defense of the human race, has to travel the galaxy looking for a new home while being chased down by the Cylons, and it's just great storytelling, great acting. I like Edward James Olmos. I just love the cast. I think they're all great. It's phenomenal storytelling throughout the 4 seasons, but sad to say it ends not on a good note in my opinion. And overall, Battlestar Galactica, you should definitely go check it out. It's number 24 on the list. Number 23, I am giving to Firefly. This show only lasted 1 season, and because of that, I say fuck you, Fox, because Firefly was just a phenomenal show. I mean, Joss Whedon's masterpiece, in my opinion. It only had like 14 episodes, and I was fucking pissed off as hell. They made a movie about it because it was so popular. They had to make a movie of it to wrap up the story. And if this show just had 5 seasons or even 3, this could have been number 1. This could have been my number 1 favorite TV show. Nathan Fillion was to me the next Han Solo in this TV show. I was just amazed how much I loved it. The only reason why it's not higher because it only lasted 1 season. But if it had more than 1 season, for sure, top 10, probably number 1. But no, Firefly, awesome ass fucking TV show. Loved it. Number 23. Number 22 on it right now is none other than a Netflix show. It's called Bloodline. And this is not the vampire one. This is basically about how this family that lives in the South, that lives in Florida, who has a nice place, and they're kind of well-off people, but there's the black sheep of the family comes home, which a guy named Danny, and he is the oldest son of all the siblings, and he's coming back to his family, and there's just this deep dark secret that they all hide, and it's just great, phenomenal acting, and you just fall in love with these characters. It's only on 1 season right now, and phenomenal season. I love this entire show. I'm addicted to Bloodline right now. I just can't wait for the 2nd season. This show could go so much higher, but right now, Bloodline is number 22 on the list. I enjoy Bloodline tremendously. 21 is Dexter. Dexter is basically on Showtime, and it's about a serial killer who is basically trying to find himself. He's becoming a human being right before our eyes. In every single season, you see him slowly transgressing into a serial killer that just doesn't really care for people, but he starts to grow to love people. He starts to love this woman that he's dating. He starts to love her kids. He's starting to love being a father, loves being a brother. He loves being so many things that he never thought could be possible. He never thought he could act this way, feel this way. And that's what Dexter is. It's about a human story, about a man who eventually becomes a human. It's like a serial killer Pinocchio that finds out that I'm a real life boy. That's what I love about Dexter. Dexter's a great show. Definitely check it out. Not a big fan of the ending. Again, like Battlestar Galactica. Overall, Dexter, great show. Check it out. Number 21. Number 20 is none other than a TV show called Vikings. This is basically a historical drama of actual Vikings. This is in real life history about Ragnar Lothbrok, the king of the Vikings, and this is his journey throughout the seasons of how he's basically a Viking and he's pillaging lands and all that stuff, and he's making war against English, French, and all that stuff. But what he is as a character, he just wants to live in peace and have a family, raise a farms, and all that stuff. He doesn't like warfare, but we see how this transgression of how he doesn't want the stuff, but he has to be in order to survive in this world. Also, like his stance on Christianity and Vikings. I mean, he's not against Christianity. I think he could accept it. He has a respect for it. He ain't like a normal Viking where he's gonna like bash on Christianity and kill those people because they're Christians. No, he wouldn't do that. He's not that type of person. He's actually best friends with a Christian, and he respects it. He's like, I hope your God, my God, becomes friends, and he sincerely means it. And Ragnar Lothbrok to me was a guy out of his time, at least how they portray him in the TV show, and I enjoy freaking Vikings. You should definitely check out this show, number 20. Number 19 is a political show, just like Boss, House of Cards. Kevin Spacey is fucking terrific. I mean, him as Frank Underwood about the backskilling, about the backscheming and politics and all that stuff applies to the same thing like Boss and House of Cards. Except House of Cards is a way better show. Love him and his wife, Claire Underwood, Frank Underwood, and I just think these characters are richly great. The acting is great. The picture's great. Every single thing about how this man is going to seek revenge against the people in Congress, how he's going to rise up into the main guy. And overall, House of Cards, great show. Check it out. Hang on, everybody. Fuck me. And number 18 is none other than, sorry, everybody, I lost my place, The Flash. I enjoy The Flash. I think The Flash is a great TV show. I don't know shit about the character in the comics, so when I saw this show, I was like, for the first time I was watching, I'm like, this is actually really good. My God, this show is great. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like I said, I don't know shit about The Flash in the comics or nothing, so when I saw the show, that was fantastic. And apparently everyone likes this Barry Allen, and now I want to go read the comic books of The Flash. I mean, this TV show is getting me into The Flash characters. The Flash is turning into one of my favorite superheroes of all time just because of this TV show. The acting's incredible. Well, the acting's good for beyond regular television, but the freaking characters are rich. The villains are fucking amazing. Mark Hamill is in this. I mean, there are so many. Well, he's in for like one episode, but still, just have one episode of him is just fucking awesome. And I just love The Flash. The Flash is a great TV show. Definitely check it out. Number 17 on the list. Number 18. Number 17, I am going to give to... Hang on, let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Nope. Okay, number 17, I'm giving to Arrow. I like Arrow better than The Flash right now. Here's the thing. I knew about Green Arrow a long time before The Flash, and I know Oliver Queen, his backstory about being trapped on an island. And to me, this is like the Batman Begins of TV shows. I mean, this show is just fucking fantastic. I just love the storytelling. Even Season 3, I still enjoy Season 3, and the Arrow is just a phenomenal show. They did a spin-off of The Flash, and they have combined episodes together, which I greatly enjoy. And CW Arrow is an entertaining show, great action, great scenes. My God, Arrow's a great show as well for superheroes. It's a phenomenal show, number 17. It could definitely go higher. All these shows that are currently on that are still running, they could all go higher. Depends on where they leave off. And how they end. Especially how they end. Battlestar Galactica was way higher, but then I saw the fucking ending. Dexter was way higher, saw the ending. Number 16 is our end of Peaky Blinders. This show is on BBC. This is a British show, and basically this is the British version of Boardwalk Empire. This deals with in the 1920s, right after World War One. The Peaky Blinders are gangs of people who have razor blades in their hats, and basically, Cillian Murphy is the leader. Sam Neill, who the guy from Jurassic Park, he's a cop that's trying to take them down. And this is all about gangsters, and gangsters, you get the mafia, you get their own family, get how they're struggling, how they survive, and what they are, and the deeper characters, and I just love this show. 6 episodes only each season, which is a damn shame. I wish they have at least 10 episodes, 12, 13, because this show is fucking phenomenal. I love Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I'm gonna get the second season as soon as I can, and then hopefully the third season will come out, and yeah, Peaky Blinders is a fantastic show. Number 16, great action, great storytelling. I just love everything single thing about Peaky Blinders. Number 16, Peaky Blinders. Number 15, I'm going to show that it got recently canceled. It started in Hannibal. I have all 3 seasons on Blu-ray, and Hannibal is just deliciously good. I mean, this is all about serial killers and basically why Hannibal Lecter became a Hannibal Lecter. How he's basically in a cat and mouse game with Will Graham, who could think like a serial killer but is not. And it's a greatly intelligent show that you just have to watch at the beginning and see how great it is. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal how great this TV show is. Great, just I don't know. It's just great, great, great. I mean, Hannibal is just fucking fantastic. You have to be very educated. The it's just a TV show for adults. It's for adults. It's only for adults, and it just proves it. I mean, this is just a great show. Great cinematography. Love the picture of this film, of these TV shows, of these 3 seasons. Love it. Love the storytelling. Love the acting. Love the locations. They go in their season to Rome, Florence, Italy. What's not to love? Yeah, Hannibal. Check it out. I don't think they went to Rome. Sorry, they went to Florence. Number 13, well, I will give. Oh, no. Sorry. Number 15 was Hannibal. Number 14 will then be the Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy are basically like a gang warfare, except they're the biker gang. They're a biker gang that basically deals with drugs and gangs, war violence. You get different districts of how they're trying to keep to their own county, how they're trying to protect their ones to keep their districts, keep their own land, how they're going to distribute their own stuff in order to become better. It's a family drama. It's a family harsh, gory drama, and I just love it. The rise and fall, the Sons of Anarchy, the biker club, our closest brothers, they're friends, they're a family together, and how they ultimately will fall at the end. I just love Sons of Anarchy. Great TV show, a lot of great moments. Love it. Number 14. I'm a fan of the ending. It's just the last season I was not a particular. There's one death scene that just pisses me off, and it's just to me didn't make the show that great no more. But still, number 14, Sons of Anarchy. Number 13 is a courtroom drama show. It's starred in Boston Legal. James Spader, the guy from The Blacklist, William Shatner. They drink scotch together. They drink scotch together. They talk about real life events, whether it's Katrina, politics, rape, incest. I mean, bestiality. They go through every single thing. Suing God. There's so many courtroom dramas that they get involved with, and the acting is phenomenal. They deal with real life situations in real life times and how it affects us during this time. And I thought Boston Legal was a fantastic show. You get to see most of the main cast. You get Julie Bowen from the Modern Family. You get a couple more actors. I forgot their names. Forgive me. But overall, Boston Legal is a funny. It's not a serious drama. It has a lot of serious, great moments, and it has the right mixture of comedy. It's just a perfect show in my opinion. The only problem is, though, they don't always have the same actors around for so long. James Spader and William Shatner are good throughout the first 5 seasons. But some of the supporting characters, some of them they really let go, should not have been let go. But overall, 13, Boston Legal. Oh, and Betty White's robbed peoples in this show. Robs, kidnaps, and murders. Betty White, gotta love her. But on number 13, Boston Legal. Number 12 is Supernatural. This show has lasted for 10 seasons, and here's the thing. You really just gotta check out this show. 2 brothers who are fighting all evil in this world, who are hunters, who they fight angels, demons, ghouls, vampires, werewolves, you name it, they fight it. And they're trying to save the world, they're trying to save themselves, they're trying to do everything they can to make this world a better place. And Supernatural is just a great show, great spooky jump scares. It has some horror moments, but it's just really a bond of family, this show. And I just greatly enjoy Supernatural. Real quick review. Supernatural, check it out, number 12. Now, number 11, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, but it's not done. Game of Thrones. I enjoy Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. But overall, to me, Game of Thrones, the main problem I have with this is that they focus on characters, a lot of characters who they really should not focus on. They focus on certain characters that they give so much screen time to, and they don't do nothing with them. They give sometimes little screen time to certain characters who are great, like Arya. And her character progresses, but they don't get that much. We get so much episodes with Sansa Stark, one of my most hated characters of TV history, because she doesn't do shit. I know a lot of people like Sansa Stark. I'm not a fan. But for Game of Thrones, like certain characters, to me, I don't know, especially in Season 5, they lost the direction, in my opinion. I don't think they know what they're doing no more. And hopefully Game of Thrones will be back on the top 10, but for until then, it's not. And I love Game of Thrones. I enjoyed the entire series for the most part, and heck, everyone, it's not my top 30. It's on my top 20. It just barely did make the top 10. It's a great show. Check it out. Game of Thrones. Now, the top 10. Number 10 is Ernan, the Borgias. Now, here's the thing. I'm a little biased in this one because here's the thing. The Borgias are basically a Renaissance family, basically in real life history. Anything to do with the Borgias, I love. It's a Renaissance family about the corrupt original crime family of how a Spaniard named Pope Alexander, played by Jeremy Irons, who basically takes over the Catholic Church and becomes Pope, and how he basically corrupts it. You know, it was already corruptible, but he makes it more corrupt because he's the most famous about it, and people spread rumors about them, the Italian people, about incest between the two siblings, the murder, the violence and murder of all the family members. I mean, this show is just fucking fantastic. This great drama. It's on Showtime. It was on Showtime. Granted, the story doesn't complete, but if you know the history, then you know how Borgias ended. But for 3 seasons, it was phenomenal. I love it. I love the action. I love, well, just not like great action. I just love the storytelling of the Borgias. If you could think anything about the Borgias, I'll watch. A movie, a TV show, I love it because I'm obsessed with this family from history. Number 10, the Borgias. Number 9 is the TV show that surprised me the most. It's none other than Nikita. I enjoy the shit out of Nikita. If you don't know what Nikita is, this is basically the female Jason Bourne. It's not like the Blind Spot. Not Blind Spot. The one with Jamie Alexander. I forgot that TV show's name. But this to me is a better show. Nikita is awesome show. Has great action. Basically, Nikita is about a rogue agent named Nikita, who played by Maggie Smith. At least I hope I got her name right. I will be greatly offended if I got her name wrong. Hang on. I just have to make sure I got her name right. Yeah, it has to be Maggie Smith. So, yeah. Maggie Smith is great as Nikita, and what basically her journey is. She's a rogue agent that is taking down a group of Black Ops organization called the Vision, how she's going to hunt them down, slowly taking them apart, of how they made her into a killer. And to me, if you're a big fan of Black Widow in the Red Room, this is a great show to watch because this does a great exploration of who Nikita's character is, and Nikita is just an awesome fucking character. I love Nikita. You should definitely check out the show. Number freaking 9 is Nikita. Check it out. Number 8, I'm a little biased on because here's the thing. 2001 to 2010, this show ran, or 2011, Smallville. I love Smallville. Here's the reason why I love Smallville. People say it ain't a superhero show. But this is a coming-of-age story of how Clark Kent became a young man, how he's going to high school, how he's getting heat ray vision when he sees a hot girl, how he's in love, and how his relationship... And what I love about the show, it has 2 main characters, Clark Kent and Lex Luthor, how their friendship will slowly turn them into enemies. We see throughout the bonds between their father with John Kent is amazing. And yes, people find it corny and soap opera-ish, and they didn't have a great budget, but still, for their storytelling, they were fucking fantastic for 9 seasons. I didn't like the 10th season that much. And overall, you see how the man slowly becomes into the Man of Steel, and I just love Smallville. I don't hate this show. People ran about it and love Arrow and Flash. Well, here's the thing. You wouldn't have Arrow or Flash, in my opinion, without Smallville. Smallville started off, it paved the way for them to come around. And I think Smallville was fucking fantastic first time. So yeah, Smallville, yeah, check it out. Number 6 on the list, and no, number 7 on the list, and then Boardwalk Empire. This is on HBO. Nucky Thompson. This is all about 1920s bootlegging. You get 3 different districts. New York with Arnold Rothstein, Charlie Lucky Luciano, real life gangsters. Chicago, Al Capone, and Steve Buscemi as basically Nucky Thompson. This show is great. It's gory. It's HBO, for God's sake. It's great storytelling. Martin Scorsese directs the first episode. That's how great the show is. It's produced by Martin Scorsese, but he directed the first episode, which I just had to fucking see, and I love the show. Granted, did they end off not on a great note? They ended off on a great note, but the problem is, though, they should have had one more season. I mean, they skipped a whole bunch after, because the show was so expensive to make, and they couldn't do no more. So, yeah. Number 7 is Boardwalk Empire. And I had another, hang on. Number 6 is Arden Spartacus. Spartacus was on not Showtime, on Starz, and basically this is about Spartacus, how he's ultimately becomes the hero, and how he becomes a former slave that turns into a former gladiator and slave that turns into a hero and tries to stand up against slavery and all that stuff. Spartacus is just a great show. Ancient Rome, why not? Fighting for what they believe in, trying to free all the people. Great action, great gore. I mean, this show is just phenomenal. If you've never seen Spartacus, really check it out. I'm running out of minutes, but yeah, Spartacus, I wish I could say more, but it's just a phenomenal show. Check out Spartacus. Blood, gore, awesome, great storytelling, great emotional moment. Check out the show. You don't know what you're missing with Spartacus. Now, I'm a little biased on this one, but it is none other than Vampire Diaries and originals for number 5. Here's the thing. People can rant about Vampire Diaries all they want, but I love Vampire Diaries just because I think they actually great storytelling, great acting. They got more into vampirism. To me, I like the show better than True Blood by a long shot. I mean, come on. Originals is the spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. This show is phenomenal. This is Shakespearean madness with the family. I mean, the original vampire family that started off. This show is dark. It's great. It has great moments of storytelling. This, to me, is a great show. I love Vampire Diaries. I love the originals. Got some autographs from the cast members, and that was the only TV show I ever got the freaking autographs from the cast members, and I was so fucking happy that I got it. Love the shows. Number 5 is The Vampire Diaries and the originals. Number 4 is Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad. I think it's a phenomenal show. Ran for 5 seasons. Loved it. It's a slow pace, but a cancer man, Bryan Cranston's character, he works with a former student, Jesse Pinkman, and they're gonna make some crystal meth together. How they will ultimately become drug lords and kingpins. And I just think Breaking Bad's a phenomenal show. Deals with chemistry, deals with great characters, great awesomeness. Love Saul Goodman. And he has his own TV show right now. I have to go check out that show. But yeah, Breaking Bad, number 4. My friend got me into this, and this was phenomenal. Number 4, Breaking Bad. Number 3, I'm gonna give to Walking Dead. I'm not a fan of zombie shows or zombies anything that much, but Walking Dead is phenomenal. A great main cast. Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes, phenomenal. This is people who are trying to survive not just a zombie apocalypse, but they're trying to survive an apocalypse of just the human race, and how they're these group of people of different different races, different genders, and how different cultures and how they band together to become a family in order to survive and to battle the zombies. It's just fucking awesome. Great storytelling, great acting. And really, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse? This is the way to do it. Even if it's a regular apocalypse, how people hurt each other, especially with their battles with other human factions, is just fucking amazing. I love Walking Dead. Number 3. Number 2 is my Lost. I've seen all this show. I love it to the end. Love the ending. Don't hate it. A group of people are basically a plane wreck people crash land on an island, and this island has some mysterious forces going around. They're trying to survive, trying to be together as family. Survivor show. It deals with fantasy, and it all deals with the repercussions of their past lives, of what they have done, and how they're doing it right now. Can they find redemption, find your faith, find yourself? And it's just a great mystery revolving around itself. Great characters, great cast, and love the different cultures and different characters in this entire show. Just love this show. Love it to this day. Number 2, Lost. Always going to be in the top 5. And my number 1 favorite was Stargate Atlantis. This is another Stargate show. Sci-fi. Here's the name. We get Khal Drogo, Jason Momoa. We get freaking Joel Stade, Firefly Girl, Star Trek guy, and we get the original 3 Stargate Atlantis people. And yeah, this show got me through a tough time in my life. I had some emotional problems. I had some bad times in all my life. I mean, not in all my life, but in anybody's life. You have some bad times, and sometimes certain things get you out of certain funks. This was a show that got me into a lot of television. This was a show that got me to more into life and to more want to do more in my life. And yeah, it got me out of a great funk in my life. And this was there for me, this show. And this will always be number 1 for me, because no one's ever going to really forget a show that really spoke to you or really just got you out of your shell and really became into a different person. And this is the show that got me into it. I love Stargate Atlantis. 5 seasons of pure sci-fi awesomeness. This beat Battlestar Galactica in the People's Choice Awards for 1 season. That says a lot to a lot of Battlestar Galactica fans. And overall, love Stargate Atlantis. Love it to this day. Always will. Hands down, my ultimate number 1 favorite TV show of all time. So yeah, everyone, that's my top 30 favorite TV shows. Everyone, subscribe if you like, disagree down about, leave a comment down below, let me know, respect my opinion, I'll respect yours. And let me know what some of your favorite TV shows are. Please, everyone, I want to know your opinion, I want to know your thoughts, let me know. And alright, everyone, my name is Lee, signing off from you with everybody, bye-bye.